Yes, the ANC National Working Committee has recommended that national officials meet with NW Premier Supra Mahumapelo immediately. For more on this, we're joined by our senior political reporter, Xoli Mgambi. Xoli, we're just seeing the statement being released. An immediate meeting is what they want.
Indeed, Shahan, they're saying that the national officials of the ANC have got to meet with the Premier of the Northwest, who is also chairperson of the ANC in that province, in order to discuss and agree on all available constructive options in order to ensure that the province, in particular service delivery, is not hampered there. So remember, Shahan, that when the President came back from the UK, from that Commonwealth meeting, the officials of the ANC, including some National Executive Committee meeting officials, were already there. So I assume that this is now going to be a secondary meeting that is going to be held with Supra Mahumapelo. What options they're talking about, I wonder, Shahan, what that could mean. But we know that in the past week, the officials of the NEC have been in that province meeting with regions, all four regions of that particular province, in order to talk to the structures of the party about, I guess, the state of that province. Now, remember at the time that we surmised that this could possibly mean that that provincial executive committee could possibly be dissolved. We don't know what these discussions are going to entail, but clearly there's a lot that is going on in the background. And there's also now, Shahan, a rumor. I am talking to some people to find out whether indeed it is confirmed that there might possibly be, and we speak under correction here, but there might possibly be a special NEC convened, although we are still trying to confirm. With my sources, they're saying that there is no confirmation yet. There's no notice of the NEC yet, but if indeed it does happen, it could possibly be that a big announcement may come out of that special NEC meeting.
So this big announcement, there are so many possibilities. If structures said to the officials that they no longer support Supra Mahumapelo, the question is whether or not the officials listen to them and take action against him.
Indeed, Shahan, I suspect that the officials are looking for a reasonable solution to this, an outcome that could possibly satisfy all sides. But will Supra be satisfied with him being told to step aside as Premier of the province? If that happens, what happens in relation to governance at the provincial government level in that province? Because remember, if he's still chairperson of the ANC, that has a direct impact on what happens in the provincial government, because that's why many people are saying that he is still a strong man in that province, and if he remains chairperson of the ANC, that could then pose a challenge that could complicate things for those who are running government, in particular whoever is going to be placed there to occupy the position of Premier. And I suspect, therefore, Shahan, it links back to the talks that have been ongoing with the structures to say, we are assessing the ground. What is happening? Does this PEC, the provincial executive of the ANC there, still satisfy the party at national level to say things are going well, or could things not possibly go well if Supra is removed as Premier but is retained as chairperson of the province? So it's a big unknown at the moment, Shahan. We don't know. It's a bit of a pickle. The other interesting thing I picked up in that statement, Shahan, is the state of readiness of the regions and provinces that have got to hold those provincial elective conferences. Interestingly, the statement is saying that the NWC agreed that those provinces and regions that are ready for those conferences to take place, those can go ahead, provided they've met all the prerequisites that have got to be put in place before those conferences are held. So very, very interesting developments that are happening at a political level inside the ANC. Also, the NWC welcoming the interventions in the Northwest. Shahan, remember that the health department is now effectively being run by national government, and I think that also goes for the provincial treasury in the Northwest. It's also being run by national government. So the NW is saying that they're welcoming those interventions. I think it says a lot. Supra Mahumapelo perhaps is possibly on his way out, but we have to be very cautious here. That's why I'm saying perhaps or possibly.
Possibly because, his days are numbered.
We simply don't know, but his days seem to be numbered.
All right, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Senior political reporter, Koli Mgambi.